It was a freezing cold December morning back in 2018. In a quiet neighborhood in Milwaukee, a school bus was making its usual rounds. Behind the wheel was Irena Ivic, a driver just like any other, going about her day. But this day was about to become anything but ordinary. As she drove, her eyes scanned the surroundings, a habit for any good driver. And then, she saw something that made her heart stop. A tiny figure, a toddler, wandering alone on the sidewalk. What was truly alarming was that the child was barefoot and wearing nothing more than a diaper and a t-shirt, shivering in the brutal Wisconsin cold, dangerously close to a busy road. Car after car passed by. Maybe they didn't see. Maybe they didn't want to get involved. But Irena Ivic was different. She wasn't just a bus driver. As she would later say, she was a mother. Her instincts screamed at her. She couldn't just drive on. Without a second thought, she pulled the big yellow bus over to the side of the road, flicked on the hazard lights, and secured it. The entire sequence was a blur of practiced, professional movements, but what she did next was pure human compassion. She unbuckled her seatbelt and rushed out of the bus, her own warmth forgotten in the face of the biting wind. She ran towards the crying child, who was clearly distressed and disoriented. The little girl's feet were bright red, a painful testament to how long she'd been out in the freezing temperatures. Irena scooped the child up into her arms, a gesture of immediate protection and comfort. She wrapped the shivering toddler in her own coat, creating a small cocoon of warmth and safety. Holding the child close, she hurried back to the bus, a mobile sanctuary from the harsh world outside. Once back inside, the warmth of the bus's heater must have felt like a miracle to the little one. Irena sat down in her driver's seat, the child still nestled safely on her lap. You can see the relief on her face, but also the focus. She knew what she had to do. She radio dispatched, her voice calm and steady, explaining the unbelievable situation. She needed to get help, and fast. The other passengers on the bus, if there were any, would have witnessed an incredible act of kindness. This wasn't in her job description. This wasn't part of her route. This was a human being stepping up when it mattered most. Police and paramedics arrived shortly after. They later confirmed that the toddler had somehow wandered out of her home unnoticed. It was a simple, terrifying accident that could happen to anyone. A door left unlocked for a moment, a curious child, and a recipe for disaster. But thanks to Irena's quick thinking and decisive action, this story had a happy ending instead of a tragic one. The child was safely reunited with her family, unharmed, all because one person decided to stop. What Irena didn't know at the time was that the entire event was being recorded by the bus's onboard security camera. The silent black and white footage captured every moment, her spotting the child, the decisive stop, the urgent run, and the gentle way she cared for the little girl. This footage would later be released to the public, and it went viral almost instantly. But it didn't go viral for the usual reasons of drama or conflict. It went viral because it was a pure, unfiltered moment of compassion. It was a reminder that in a world that can sometimes feel cold and indifferent, there are still people who will stop for a stranger, who will offer their coat, who will protect the most vulnerable among us. When reporters later asked Irena why she did it, why she stopped when so many others hadn't, her answer was simple and profound. She just said, "I'm a mother." It wasn't about being a hero. It wasn't about getting attention. For her, it was an instinctual, non-negotiable response. She saw a child in need, and her maternal heart took over. Irena Ivic's story is more than just a feel-good news clip. It's a powerful lesson. It teaches us about the importance of awareness, of paying attention to the world around us, even on our most mundane-seeming days. You never know when you might be the only person who notices something is wrong. It also reminds us that one person's actions, even a seemingly small one like stopping a bus, can have a monumental impact. It can literally save a life. Think about it. One quick decision, one watchful moment, one life protected. Irena Ivic didn't set out to be a hero that day, but her actions showed the world, the hero that lives inside an ordinary person. It's a testament to the idea that we are all connected. We all have a responsibility to look out for one another, especially for the little ones who cannot look out for themselves. Her story continues to inspire people around the world, reminding us of the quiet power of kindness. Thank you so much for watching. If this story touched you, please give this video a like and share it with someone who could use a dose of inspiration. And don't forget to subscribe for more stories that highlight the best of humanity. We'll see you in the next one.